I'm not gonna lie, I think I look kind of stupid. Hello, how are you? I'm willing to bet that if you're watching this, you probably know me or have interacted with me on some level. And if not, hi. I thought it would be smart to introduce myself by showing you my 5-star reads. Because if you don't like these books, you're probably not gonna like me. This is where I get confusing. So I can rate a book like 5 stars on Goodreads, but like in my head, it's more like 4.99. And so it's not like, I'm not gonna put it here. My forehead should be in frame. That's what we want to see. Okay, let's just get started because I'm being annoying. First up, very strong start to this video, I personally believe. But then again, I like all of these books, so. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I think I love this more than anything. Should I try to tell you what these books are about? You've seen it. You can read the synopsis. I'm awful at talking. Basically though, this girl has a crush on this guy, and so she enlists the help of another guy to get that guy. And somebody said it was like The Duff. I didn't think it was like The Duff, but I also didn't like The Duff, and I liked this. So maybe I just don't want it compared. It's just cute, and the cover's cute, and everything's cute. I just think everyone should read this at least once, and if you don't like it, then I don't like you. Next, we have a complete $180. I was about to say $360, but that's like not it. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Listen, okay. I get why people hate this because I hated it. And I gave it 3 stars. I didn't like despise it, but I did not like it. I closed the book, right? And I put it aside. And then after that, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like I literally spent 2 days just posting about it, talking about it, and then I started rereading it. And then I remembered why I hated it, because it's excruciatingly long and wordy and irritating, but it's also really good. Basically, these 6 kids are just like stupid pretentious, and then they kill somebody. So, if that interests you. Next is a book I've never really seen anywhere, but I read it one day, and then I instantly bought the paperback and started rereading it. Juniper Bean Resorts to Murder by Gracie Ruth Mitchell. I've never seen this anywhere, but I love it. Like, I love it so much. I can't explain it, and I don't know what it is either. Oh, my chair is making noise. There's just something about a cozy murder mystery that grabs me by the throat. And the cover, are you seeing the cover? Like, I love it. And basically, this girl is a writer, and she goes back to her hometown for reasons I don't remember because I literally have short-term memory loss. And murder happens. That's about as much as I can tell you. Okay, next, keeping the murder mystery theme, is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco, I think. I love this book. Actually, okay, here's the thing. This was my first dose of like book boyfriend, and I love him. I have not finished the series though, so I'm kind of fake for that. This girl wants to be a, what's it called? Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. I don't know what they do. They cut open bodies. Like, what's that called? I have no idea. But she wants to do that. But that was like, you know, not allowed because women were supposed to just like look pretty and stuff in the 1800s. And she does it anyways. And then murder starts happening and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna solve it. You know, like every YA protagonist ever. This is Academic Rivals. Feel like I should have led with that because that's what actually got me. The plot is really good. It's very good, but you know, Academic Rivals. So next is also another, I feel like, pretty well-loved book. I actually don't think I've seen any controversy about this. I think I've talked to maybe 2 people that didn't like this book. Beach Read by Emily Henry. This is my favorite Emily Henry book. I feel like this is the only one I've given 5 stars. I haven't read Happy Place yet, so that could change, but this one is everything to me. It says beach read, but it's at a lake. It just makes me want to go to a lake. And I don't really like the lake. I don't really like the lake. And 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 I don't really like because I don't like bugs, but like it makes me want to move to the lake. This girl's dad has passed away and he left her a house, and so she goes to deal with that. That's basically the premise of it. You should read it. Next is also in a series. Actually, the next one is in a series as well. That's fine. I just finished this series a little bit ago. I want to say 2 weeks ago. It put me in the biggest slump ever. I've only finished like 2 or 3 books since then, and that's like kind of not normal for me. Cress by Marissa Meyer from the Lunar Chronicles. This series is so comforting to me. It's just so, I don't know. And the stakes are very high, but it also didn't have me like if you talk about a fantasy series that had me like crying through the entire books. You see that? You can't see that, can you? Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass. It wasn't like that. It was a little more laid back, but still very intense, but like a little more laid back. This is the 3rd book. This is the only one I gave 5 stars. Changed Me as a Woman. Next is another rom-com, actually. You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. I love this book. I do. People, I feel like, either love it or hate it. This couple is engaged and it's getting close to their wedding, but they don't like each other anymore. So they have like this prank war to see who will leave first, basically. Some people say that the characters are very immature, which I mean, it is literally a book about adults having a prank war. So I feel like that's kind of to be expected. I'm also just like a silly little teenage girl. I'm not looking for like life-changing literature. I don't care. It's not important to me. I don't care. Okay, next. This is also part of a series. What is this? A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. This is the 2nd book in a Darker Shade of Magic series. I don't know if there's like a real name for it or if it's just, you know, like, you know how Folk of the Air has like Folk of the Air and not like the Cruel Prince series? That's what I don't know if this has. And this is the 2nd book. The first one is A Darker Shade of Magic. I don't know what was in this, because in hindsight, like, I don't know, but it was like, I loved it. It was really good. I actually haven't finished the 3rd book yet because I'm halfway through. I'm just really scared for it to end because I have no idea what I'm going to read after that. And I've already finished like too many series recently, and it's kind of like upsetting me. So basically there's like 5 Londons and this guy like travels between them, and I feel like that's all I knew about it going into it. Okay, last of the physical books, I have one that I read on my phone. Once Upon a Broken Heart, Ballad of Never After. Both of these were just 5 stars across the board. Like, oh my goodness gracious. So this is a spinoff to the Caraval series, which, hang on, I don't want to grab it. You know what it looks like. If not, Google it. I don't know what was in this, but there was something in it. Basically about a girl that makes like a deal with, okay, this might be a really poor explanation. I think of them as like, okay, so you know how in Percy Jackson there's like the Greek gods, obviously? I think of them like that, but they're like called fates. But I think of them as basically like the Greek gods, except they don't have like a bunch of kids running around that I know of. Maybe they do. But basically she makes a deal with one of the fates and it pulls her into this entire big shenanigan. It's so whimsical. It's so magical. I don't have a physical copy of the next book, and I don't really know how to put pictures on the screen because I'm like a grandpa. I don't know how to use technology. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. That book was the thriller to top all thrillers. It's about this woman who really needs a job, and so she basically ignores every single red flag about this woman that's hiring her and just goes into it blind. And you get to watch her deal with every single repercussion and every single consequence of her own actions. So it's a fun time. I think that's it, actually. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm not done. Let's talk series. It was almost like, oh, I'm done. No, I'm not. The entire Throne of Glass series. The whole thing, 5 stars. I think I gave Assassin's Blade 4.5 and then Tower of Dawn 4.5 because there were slower parts in those. Read it, the whole thing. If there is one series I will shove down your throat, it's Throne of Glass. Ask anybody that knows me. Anybody. Anyways, I guess that's it. I really don't want to watch this back. I feel like it's gonna be cringy. I don't know. Thanks for watching. I had fun. I hope you did too. Yeah. See ya.